Okay, let's talk about Rick and Morty Season 7, the second episode. Well, this episode for me was the reminder of the good old days of Rick and Morty. Actually, they should have started the show with this episode because this was, how to put it mildly, this was a bit more Rick and Morty style. Rick and Jerry, to sum up this episode, Rick and Jerry kind of become one by sharing part of Rick's and part of Jerry's mind. This episode, like the previous episode, and unlike the previous seasons of Rick and Morty, was a bit preachy and wanted to talk about some family issues, but it wasn't as bad as the previous one. Both Rick and Morty had more dialogues in this episode, and I could still hear the differences between Justin Roiland's take and these guys' take about the characters. But it was a bit. I was a bit more comfortable. Rick was a bit relaxed, and still Morty had a bit more high-pitched voice, but it was fine. And what else to say about, actually I can see myself getting used to these guys, because I'm a fan of this show and I really like to see a good Rick and Morty. And maybe I don't want to be like those people who give this episode bad ratings on the website, because the ratings of this show, of this episode, they are really shockingly bad. Still, I think it is 8 on IMDb, and this should have been a lot higher. And I cannot say that these comments, these ratings are not affected by the absence of Justin Roiland and the hatred that people have for the show right now. I just want to mention one more thing about this episode, which was shocking a bit for me. This was, I don't know if you noticed or not, but they used so many F-bombs in this episode. And I saw the uncensored version and I was shocked of hearing that many F-word. It was not like the previous or other episodes of Rick and Morty. It was a bit shocking. Well, I can't say that this and only this episode, the Rick and Morty is back. There is no way to say it. Maybe this is just a good episode and the rest will be crap. Who knows? And maybe they just released the worst episode in the premiere and they kept the good ones to release afterwards. But what I saw from this episode was actually a bit more hopeful than what I considered. As I said, it is not exactly like I remember Rick and Morty. It's a bit different. But the idea in this episode especially was there. I mean, this picture of this hairstyle on Rick and this hairstyle on Jerry was good enough for me. And yeah, that's it. Tell me, what did you think about the second episode of Rick and Morty Season 7, and comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks. Goodbye.